Jordan Walker digs in now. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. The Cardinals score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Just underway here from Wrigley. And he swings through that one.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. So up next, J.J. Weatherholt. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fastball right back to the mound. Handles, throws to first, and there's two down.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
Two down, base is empty.
Herrera.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. The 1-1. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot. It's their second home run of the inning. So two down. Here's Nolan Gorman. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. Outside low. Full count now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Oh, great stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. We go to the bottom of the first, and now here's the starter for St. Louis, Kyle Leahy. How about a scouting report on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Ian Happ up
Leading
to
off
hit.
tonight, the left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
That clips the corner.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Check swing. Now an appeal to third. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round.
Batting second, the first
Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Just missed.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Yeah, there's the strike. He goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Alec Burleson. On the ground to short. In time to Bush. 1 out in the second.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Nathan Church.
And up next for St. Louis, Nathan Church. Next pitch is outside. Now one missed. Swing and a pop-up. Swanson should have this one. 2 away now.
Batting 8, the catcher, Pedro Pajes.
Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Two down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. 1-2. Bottom of the second. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Pete Crow Armstrong. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 2-2. That's a little bit low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
So up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki, and a payoff pitch, and there's ball 4.
Well, breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
1 down. Here's the veteran second baseman, Nico Horner. Ball to strike.
Nope, that's a ball.
Runner takes off, fouls one off. 2-2. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
The catcher,
Typically that
Cardinals.
high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Quick move to first. Suzuki back on a dive.
That's out.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We played 2 full. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. The 1-1.
You know, these
0-2.
Cards showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Fought off foul.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Stays alive. The 2-2 on the way. Swings and misses, struck him out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Jordan Walker will hit next.
Jordan Walker.
Ball 2.
Towards first. What a stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
At the plate, Mason Wynn. Two down, nobody on. Late on that fastball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fastball
Fastball,
almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. It's the Cardinals 2 and the back here at the friendly confines. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Number 28. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. This one smoked on its way out of here. He sends a rocket to left, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Jackknifes out of the way. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Swings over. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Cubs get one on the solo shot, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. As we go to the top of the fourth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, J.J. Weatherholt. That one missed. Pitch is in there. 2-2. Next offering is outside. That's ripped. Base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
He was all over that one. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ivan Herrera getting ready to hit.
Ball 2.
Two one now. Runner on the go. Fouls one off. 2-2. Quick toss to first.
No, he's in there.
Back in on a dive. Two now. And there's a ball.
3.
Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Runner on at first with one gone. Down the third baseman, Nolan Gorman. And a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling yourself, off speed, stay back. But you just get too excited. You think you're going to hammer it, and you still end up way out in front.
Weatherholt off of first with 2 away.
Ball.
And that's downstairs. 3-1 now. Nathan Church in the St. Louis on deck circle. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Burrow Carlson wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and the strike call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. And the tying run is on base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Nathan Church digs in now. The 1-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. Here's the throw. Safe. And it's 3-1.
What an aggressive secondary lead. That ball was smoked to left. To be able to score from second, not only great speed, but great instinct as well.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Shota Imanaga will depart, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Drew Pomeranz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, 2 outs. Pedro Pajes, the next to hit. That's to third. Slides for the stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
1500 came out dripping on the float. Can I wait? Ain't no breaks. It's a go. It's a go, go, go. It's a go. It's a go. Make some money, spend some money, make it back.
Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 4th. Here's Alex Bregman.
Number 3, Alex Bregman.
And that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
In the air to left center. Church has a beat on it. 1 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too.
That's
Backed
ball
off
two.
the plate that time.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to...
There goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. The Cubbies with the tying run at the plate. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner goes again. Now there's a bullet down the line. And that's just foul. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
That's in there. That's strike 2. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Riley O'Brien, the closer, is getting loose. Romero getting loose as well. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Cubs. Score holds. It's 3-1. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. The 1-2. Pulls it in, 1 away. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's going to be Jordan Walker.
Ball.
Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Corbin Martin, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Thielbar, the lefty, warming up as well. Ripped on a line, and it goes just foul. Ground ball right side. Bush takes it himself, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Mason Wynn. One now. Foul ball.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have
Ball
left.
that's outside.
And that's off
That's
the
inside.
inside edge. 3-2 now. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
J.J. Weatherholt next up for the Cardinals. Man at second. Hard liner. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. In comes the run from second, and they take a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now a chance for Ivan Herrera. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Cards on the board with this double. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown, right? And that's outside.
Outside.
That one ripped, but foul. Three-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Draws the walk there.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Swanson digs in. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Man at first, 1 away. Now quick throw to first, and he's back in easily. Popped in the air, left field. Makes the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Manager out of the So they turn to their closer, Riley O'Brien. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. The 1-1. Ground ball left side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Cubs lead one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far.
Now pitching.
Corbin Martin on to pitch out of the pen here. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. Nolan Gorman now at the plate.
Nolan Gorman.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Almost got him. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman,
Alec Burleson. Next up for the Cardinals. And a 1-1. Line drive, base hit. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Nathan.
First and second, no outs. Nathan Church. Next up for the Cardinals, the 1-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two now. Swings and misses. Struck him. Two aboard with one out. Here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Good eye in that spot. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Two aboard, two outs. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. To first, but no chance to get him. We'll see how they score.
Well, I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with two outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Two outs, bases full. Jordan Walker getting ready to hit. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That's a ball.
Two outs, bases are full. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Upstairs. And the count's full. Got him swinging. So 3 left for St. Louis, but they lead it 4-1. Last chance for the home team. Leading off, Michael Busch. O'Brien, a righty that throws with power. He features a sinker, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Got him looking. And there's one away.
Well, you can tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze it.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Ball, that counts.
Bregman, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground to third. And foul ball. In the dirt, blocked. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki. Misses outside. Ball 2.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Tying run at the plate. And a base hit right there. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here's Nico Horner. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Bases loaded. 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Flips it, and that is the ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.